All right, test. Hello. All right, sweet. We gotta do this. Okay. Um, we got a game against White Wizard. This is Zach, who hopefully people recognize. Zach is crazy good. And we got Silver River, who's pretty good due to my memory. White Wizard, a little less good. Oh, Silver River, not as good as I thought either. So this is probably Zach versus White Wizard primarily. All right. I see a trowel, which can be very strong. I think gift basket is reasonable. Beer keg is also obviously can be quite good. And we do have the cord maker. Cord maker says anytime somebody takes 2 reed, we can get a grain or buy veg. Cord maker's like very good. And then we get a beer keg and we do some plowing and sowing. We pitch all that grain for tons of points and some food. Could be pretty good. I think it's clearly Cord Maker. Most of the rest of these cards don't do enough. I mean, Potato Digger's reasonable. You get like 4 or 5 fields. All of a sudden you get a bunch of veggies. But I think it has to be Cord Maker. There is a small question of if we should just take Trowel, because renovating from wood to stone is very good. And it doesn't cost an action. However, Beer Keg, we've definitely seen a lot of people be able to abuse. I always just feel like you slightly throw your game away to Beer Keg usually, but sometimes you don't. So let's do it. See if we get any more support for it too. This Riverine Shepherd kind of messes with our cord maker, so that's really annoying. Anytime somebody takes the sheep space, they can take a single reed, which then interrupts cord maker from triggering. So that is not a card I'm happy to see. Otherwise here, I think Forest Well is reasonably good. Like, it can be quite good. Chicken coops can be good. Maintenance premium, pond hut, like lots of good stuff. I'm not a big small trader fan. Estate worker's fine. I have half a mind to take the Riverine Shepherd myself to not interrupt my cord maker. But that feels a little defensive, and it's not that likely other people play Riverine Shepherd because it's not that good. And Estate Worker is like totally legit action. I'll probably just take the Estate Worker and hope that the Riverine Shepherd doesn't rear up too badly. I'll probably take Forest Well. I'm a pretty big fan of Forest Well. Just a stone and a food to a point plus some food back. I mean, maintenance premium and pond hut are all pretty useful too. Like, we've definitely seen pond hut prove more useful than I thought still too, a lot of games. It can be awkward timing wise, but it actually might be better. Oh, also chat's yelling at me, huh? Whoops, somehow my chat wasn't showing. There we go. Chat is live. What are they thinking? Hello, Severe. You don't have a good gauge on when I'll stream? You spectated to Zach, nice. Second pick, defensive drafted bad card. Yeah, I decided not to. You like Forest Wall a lot. You always try to get like 7 food off of it. Yeah, I think Forest Wall's quite good. Like, it was very defensively better there. There's a full farmer. There's a nutrition expert. There's a harvest house. There's a half timbered house. There's a hawk tower. Team. Okay, this is a mess. NHIKLJ wants me to do push-ups. Great. The market crier nutrition expert's kind of nonsense. I'd really love somebody else to market cry though. Throw me grain, let me abuse the grain. I'm a huge full farmer fan. Market crier for beer keg is like it. This is an insane pack. There's probably dubious drafting. I mean, Zach's not drafting that dubious, but I'm very tempted by full farmer. Half timbered when there was a trowel in the draft is probably not that scary. I'm also a big Harvest House fan, right? Just getting more crops and just getting 2 points. Like, God, there's so much. I generally believe in full farmer though. Although maybe Full Farmer's not that sensible in a game where we're trying to do beer keg things. It's a little hard to have good farming and good fields like grain stuff, and yet I don't know. I'm gonna take Full Farmer. I just think it's too strong. I'm very tempted to just take Harvest House with this. I don't really think this is a big house game plan for me at this point. I think this is very much not a big house game plan. But this is scary. Hawk Tower wheeled half timbered. Yeah, you're scared by Zach wheeling this pack. Yeah, it's a little scared what Zach can. Zach is looking at stallholder reshaping. We'll see. Animal catcher is a bunch of animals. This could actually be pretty good for me with the full farmer. I could just do late animal catcher things. It's very possible. Also, plowman here though is reasonable. I've not seen any other plow help. I don't think this is a pellet press game. Remodeling some extra clay in the game. Tumbrel is really just a wood to a couple food. Miner-wise, yeah, these aren't particularly thrilling. Aquwise, I want to play Chordmaker early. Stable Architect, Tumbrel, yeah. Plowman, Farmer. Tumbrel is great. How many stables am I building? How much am I sowing? I mean, I'm potentially sowing a decent bit if I'm going to use Chordmaker Beer Keg. But, I mean, a wood to 2 food's fine also, but I'm unconvinced that building stables. But I guess with Stable Architect, maybe Tumbrel Stable Architect is actually good. Interesting. And then it's actually a way to feed. Gosh. And Full Farmer wants me to fence small, and then Stable Architect. All right, let's do. I'm actually gonna draft this nonsense. I'm actually drafting that nonsense. I still like Gift Basket, right? I'm gonna have. Well, I'm probably only having 3 rooms, so then I'm just getting a food, a reed to a point and a food and 3 ox. Maybe it's better to just have butter churn. This is probably take Potato Digger. Potato Digger at least does things sometimes. HIKLJ, I know I still owe you 2. I just keep forgetting. I don't plan to have 6 sheep. Alright, butter churn. Chat's gonna turn on me for not stallholdering. Stallholder's just not anywhere. Stallholder makes no sense with beer keg, right? This is the problem. Like, stallholder just doesn't make sense without beer keg. Ditch keg holder. There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. I'm gonna take butter churn. I think just still wood to a point is a good deal. Here I think chicken coop is good. Oh, or buying grain. Wait a sec. Is buying grain off new purchase? Not like this. I'm sorry, all of you. Actually, new purchase is legit here, right? Being able to buy some extra grain. It would be good if we got a stallholder. Oh my god, I'm sorry, team. I'm sorry. I should have taken the stallholder. I can't imagine playing any of these cards. I guess maybe I'm playing Clay Plaster to help me run out of clay or something. I think it's very unlikely. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we didn't stallholder. I just didn't believe in the stallholder. You love stable combos conceptually. You never do them, but they're a fun meme. Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I still might not build that many stables. Did I notice Holder was once per round? I did. Every stable card's underrated. Even if it's once per round, how am I ever generating that much grain? I don't understand. I mean, I guess to be fair, how am I ever generating enough grain for beer keg? Maybe Stallholder was good. Whatever. Sugar Baker. Every time we sow, we could pay. I mean, there's like no way that actually works, right? And yet, I'm never playing Pure Breeder, right? I mean, I've never played Sugar Baker. Let's be real. Market cries in the draft. That's true. Stallholder better than nutrition everybody loves. You don't think Stallholder was great here, but Digger looks unplayable. I think that's fair. I think there's no way I'm playing Digger because I'm never plowing enough fields, and even when I do have plowed fields, they're gonna have grain in them. So I should have taken Stallholder. That's fair. I don't anticipate wanting to play farm building. Young Animal Market could be good though. All right, I have to think for a sec, and then I still owe HIKLJ push-ups. My instincts are to just take Reedstone Food. However, if I take Reedstone Food, I admittedly come into issues with not just getting Chordmaker into play, right? And Chordmaker is a pretty important part of our game plan. So it probably has to be Chordmaker. Gray's smart. Gray is smart. Yeah, I think I have to just get Chordmaker into play. As much as I do love RSF actions. Woodcutter! Because of course. Why would we not? First pick Woodcutter. People are playing fast. So I'm tempted to just plow here. I mean, 2 wood is fine. Purple's almost certainly going to take the wood if I give it to him. I don't know if I have a better time to be plowing this game. I have no plow help. I think plowing early is correct. I'll be a little slow on room parts, and that's fine. Okay. Also, gosh, it's getting warm. All right, Woodcutter does what you'd expect. You ain't playing Chordmaker in 1 because people take 1 read, and by people you mean Zach and Bulldozer. Look, if he wants to take 1 read, he can. I mean, honestly, he was very welcome to take 1 read. I just, what's the alternative? I take RSF and then I play Chordmaker later? I mean, that's an option, but I'm like always playing Chordmaker. Oh, you still would have played it. You just hate having to do it. Yeah, okay, I completely agree with that. You just don't like it. Completely agreed. Totally fair, totally reasonable. It looks like I should just take 2 read. Because if I don't take 2 read... Yeah, if I don't take 2 read, who... I mean, when am I going to get... When am I going to get my stuff? Also, I'm beginning to realize I can probably get out of stage 1 with 2 grain fields. 2 grain fields in stage 1 feels like a good goal for me. Again, I'm going to be a little slow on wood. But... You started thinking of early crops as plow support? I mean, they mildly are. Yeah, if you have good reason to be plowing early, because you want to put crops in the ground early, then then you at least get some of your plowing needs out of the way when it's easy. A long time ago, Lumen and I used to claim that in revised you should just plow early instead of 2 wood, but I think both him and I have revised our thoughts in that, just especially on BGA, it seems that growing is still that important and that it's worth fighting for room tempo, but wow, Zach is going for small trader. Interesting. I am just gonna plow again. I think plowing's better than 2 wood here. You really don't like 2 wood? I think 2 wood's totally fine a lot of the time, but I do like early plowing here. What is my farmyard layout, by the way? I'm supposed to be building 1,000,000 stables for Stable Architect. I'm fencing tight for other reasons, and then I'm just... Yeah, okay. 2 wood is the 5th best second action round 1. That's fair. If you take more than 1 2-wood. Yeah, see, I don't agree with that at all. I think you can absolutely take lots of 2-wood actions and be fine. White Wizard starting is not what we want to see, but oh well. It's not that big of a deal, it's just a little sad. Oh, I also missed that Silver River start played Brewing Water. Interesting that we're brewing watering. We're SP and Maintenance Premium. That's cool. Maintenance Premium is kind of cool here. Zizak, instead of using Small Trader, just took 2 wood. He has a little bit of everything going on. I would like a 3 wood action here. I don't hate 3 food either at all. Yeah, I might be forced to take a 3 food action. And that's okay. Nice, Severe. 4 clay gets taken, that doesn't bother me. RSF doesn't bother me. It looks like I do get 3 wood. I'm guessing White Wizard's gonna Hearth. I will take 3 wood. And then I'm probably just taking 3 food, as discussed. Probably gonna go 3 food here. I don't really think I'm gonna have a better action on the wheel. As fun as just plowing has been, I need a food action at some point this stage and just getting it out. Your Pepicos. Yeah. Purple's getting more Ox down. Riverine Shepherd. No, the Riverine Shepherd's getting played, team. No. Rip Cordmaker. Even if we get 2 grain out of Cordmaker, it's probably fine. But Rip Cordmaker. Teacher's Desk, Small Trader. Oh, that's probably should have been more obvious. Well, that's gross. That's just gross. 3 clay. Ew, that's also gross. Yeah, I mean, I don't love staying in 4 seat here, but I don't really have a reason to start player. Yeah, I don't have a great reason to start player. I need food. Somebody played a brewing water, so I guess we take fishing. Yeah, just get this out of the way. You have a reason to not SP, which is kind of rare. I don't know if I agree. Isn't taking TP better? Maybe. I don't know. The theory is that I'm messing with the brewing water, but I mean, clearly it doesn't look like they're brewing anything anytime soon with brewing water, so I guess you're right. The idea is whatever. Did it actually matter? Purple has to get food this round. You think taking fishing is better? I suspect it doesn't matter. Purple might Hearth into Sheep. Hearth into Sheep looks reasonable for purple. But there it's going to be 2 reed plus a sheep. Okay, well, I approve of it in this. I approve of this. This is fine. If I decide to mess with it again later, I don't have to take the bad food pile. Gotcha. All right. I'm obviously getting a grain here. The plan is to sow. We're going to sow. No, White Wizard. Don't do it in reverse. I don't know what you're thinking of doing, but that was a good move. No, he's just taking food. Okay, that's fine. I'm also okay with that. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair, Gray. That is a reasonable take. What happens if 3 wood gets taken here? Okay, it doesn't. Silver River gets the fireplace off their 3 clay grab. That's actually wild that they got the fireplace, but sure. I think White Wizard is going to take 2 reed now. It seems kind of wild that he wouldn't. Yeah, I think 2 reed plus... I think White Wizard takes 2 reed plus a sheep. So I think I just take 3 food, or 3 wood, and expect to be able to sow with my last action. But definitely could get messed with. It's not guaranteed, but it looks like it's happening. The reason to not SP is more chances for the 2 reed. Yep, good call. Ideally, gray SPs here. That would be dreamy. But sowing 2 grain fields is fine. Oh wow, I'm also being allowed to just build the room. Zizak's not building here. Zizak's playing earthenware potter instead of building. Interesting. Yeah, so this is unfortunate because I kind of want to just build a room now. Because I don't love handing Zizak first room in 5. But getting all this crop zone is tempting. But what if I just build here anyhow, and then I just aim for a stage 2 so? I guess the problem is, how am I feeding? How am I feeding if I don't start getting the grain going? Because I probably am eating grain this game in order to stay fed. Hey, yeah, good evening. Gosh, what a mess here. I don't... If I build a room here, though, I'm really just hoping growth flips, right? If growth doesn't flip, am I ever actually squatting for first growth? And I think the answer is no. I think we stick with the plan, as ugly as handing the first room to Zizak in 5 is. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, the sow is highly telegraphed for sure, yeah. You still like build with the upside of Gray starting to build? Gray is not gonna... Well, I mean, Gray is not that strong of a player, but Gray should not start to build. But you're right, you'd never have any actual clue what would happen, but... Zizak snaps off the build. The board looks pretty gross. I will take 4 clay, because I'm probably going for a clay oven. Grain in the ground isn't bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sad here, but... I can't protect without dying with this hand of miners. I completely agree, Sid. That's what I decided. I decided with this hand of miners, I just don't... Oh, and wow. Gray's going to start to build the next room, though. Okay. You kind of like to build squat here over getting third growth, but it's a messier line. I think it's fine to get later growth. It's... Again, I agree with Sid. I think squatting with this hand is actually just a lot worse than continuing to get things done. I think I have lots of other stuff I can continue just getting done. And that'll be better. The other upshot to waiting to build is I can build stables. We have 2 grain fields as compensation. Yes, that part is also very much true. Pet broker Riverine Shepherd. Oh boy, team. I smell further messing up of my cord maker. But again, honestly, I guess if cord maker just gave me 2 grain early, it probably already did enough work. I would like to be getting trickles of grain, but with RSF getting taken here, I think I'm just plowing again. I could Ock estate worker, but I think it's just plow. You think you would have built but not squat? Yeah, the tempo loss on the grain's pretty rough, but I think it's like aiming for the third of the time where we just get handed first growth is definitely interesting, but I don't know. I mean, it's a big decision point, right? Like it's definitely reasonable to argue about what should have happened there, but I'm not too sad about this. Again, I think the other potential big upside here is that I can just build a couple stables with my room, and those stables are for the later stable architect or later tumbrel shenanigans. Oh wow, okay, I can't play an Ock here anyhow, so it's good that I kind of want to keep just plowing and being done with it. Ooh, little stick knitter for Silver River. Interesting. That's a bold little stick knitter. Opens the growth queue up quite a bit, but the build queue is still an absolute nightmare. I guess I might even have to start player to build, because White Wizard might SP to build. Oh god, I didn't think about that. White Wizard's not a super highly rated player. They might SP to build. Ugh. I guess it depends on what flips, what I'm going to have to do, but I think plowing is totally fine. Just keep plowing. Just keep plowing. It is late growth. SP to build looks good here. No, I don't think it does at all. With late growth, I don't think SP to build works. Like, if White Wizard SPs into... Yeah. Why no? Depends on when the growth flip. Sure, it depends on when the growth flip. But growth is late, so why am I SPing to build? I don't think it matters, right? SP gets me growth into 8 because of little stick knitter? Little stick knitter. Little stick knitter. Yes. Okay. Round 5 first room definitely messes with instincts. If purple doesn't SP, it's ideal for me, but purple should SP. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm half tempted to just take the 4 wood and gamble. How bad is growing around later for me? Who else is going to pop back into the queue particularly rapidly is the other interesting question. Am I comfortable just growing 1 round later and continuing to take good actions and possibly not having to start for my build? White Wizard builds in 7. I guess the problem is we're talking about round 8 is the next build. And will one of these guys be ready to build in round 8? The answer is definitely possible. In which case I'm just going to be SPing next round in order to build. Gosh, I really kind of just want to take 4 wood, though. I'm just going to take 4 wood and see what happens. You don't know if it's worth the gamble. I'm not sure it's worth the gamble either. I mean, White Wizard's food's not that clear. I mean, they just need to build a hearth, I guess. But I don't know. My miners are good. I definitely need to get my miners out eventually, right? But meh. Purple does go for the start player. Shame, but it's reasonable. Silver River's going to take the sheep and grow. Sad day. We were definitely hoping they had something else, but they don't, so this is okay. Alright. What am I doing to feed, by the way? I still have to actually talk this through. I still need food. I probably am just RSFing and clay ovening. RSF clay oven is the rest of my 2 of my actions this stage. That's a little gross. Probably has to be RSF clay oven. Is this okay? I think it's okay. It's not great, but There's definitely some problems here growing late, but I think it's RSF into clay oven. I don't like it, but beer keg lets me turn a grain into food. It does, but I don't think I actually have enough grain yet to be running beer keg. I think it's fine to not try to push beer keg too hard yet and do some clay oven. I can't feed this game off just beer keg, and I can't see how else I feed this game. I think I have to do some combination of beer keg, tumbrel, clay oven. You're not saying I take the points. Oh, you're saying beer keg lets me just turn one. I could just beer keg one grain for 3 food. Duh. Yeah, that's fine. Why does gray need 5 food? Because they just grew. Gray has a little stick knitter. They were able to grow on sheep market. It's definitely funky, but Zach is probably, I don't know, building the well? Or he's going to play another card out of his hand for food. We'll see what he does. He gets some ox out here. Okay. So next round, purple's going to open build, and then they're going to do something to feed, which is actually just build stables. Okay. Fair enough, Gray. It's definitely ugly. I am not thrilled about how it's gone either, but you know. Also, there's still the mild hope that I don't actually have to SP. Like, Zach is growing, so he's not threatening another room. White Wizard's not threatening a room. So it's really just, can I make it so that Sivir, or that Silver River, can't build in front of me in round 8? And the answer to that seems like it's pretty reasonable, actually. Like, I think I can manage to not start player. So if I don't have to start player next round, I think that still makes this much more, I think it makes it a good bit more reasonable, but like if I get to build an 8 without starting, I think it's fine. Silver opens 3 reed. Okay, sure, but then how does he get enough wood? If I just take 3 wood, I guess I guess he can take 2 wood, 1 wood. I think I'm willing to risk that. And maybe I shouldn't be, but are we opening major? No, we're not opening major. We'll find a way to feed. It's fine since losing build doesn't slow me down. Yeah, that's fair. Like I also think you're right. Like I'm in a bad spot, so I think I don't know. I start taking risks when I'm in a bad spot, right? I'm gonna take 3 wood here and hope I don't like get pushed back in the growth queue. And taking small risks to try to catch up, I think, is what I have to do. So I'm gonna take small risks, see if it works. The others losing build would probably force a SP and 8. Yeah, that's the scary thing, but whatever. Again, we're gonna see. Because Zach might get room parts then, is I think the theory. With interior Hawk Tower, fair enough. Yeah, I mean Zach's clearly renovated. You're right. I don't think Zizak is, no. So you're right. I should just be fine. Hallelujah! Silver River is not even going to mess with us. So we have our guaranteed build off. We get our clay oven also. We get away with our greed. You thought purple had played Hawk Tower? No, purple did not. But anyhow, no, yeah, Zizak has a Hawk Tower and an interior decorator down, so it seems super clear Zizak's renovating next round. So ultimately, this is working out here. I get to build with 4 stables. So, like, getting all 4 stables built off of our build action is at least good efficiency. Purple can't get the read, so it would have been fine. Yeah, good call. Good call, Sid. You're right. Even if I didn't get the build, but I do get the build, so I get to slow down. I get to slow down Silver River. I'm growing last, but I have some good things going as compensation. Like, it could be a lot worse. Also, do I actually build 4 stables or do I only build 3? The problem with building 4 stables is that it uses all my wood. You still mess up reading BGA farms? Yeah, that's fine. It's definitely... Yeah, it's definitely funky. It is a little unfortunate that I've been pretty chill about staying last player of this game, but hey, no start player actions. We're just gonna keep doing it. Does it? Is my second action not a state worker? Oh, a state worker would give me a wood. I see. And then it's probably just beer keg. So we just build all of our stables and then we estate worker. I can live with that. Why do we want 4 stables this game? We have this silly tumbrel, so every time we sow, we get a ton of extra food. And we have the stable architect that gives us bonus points. And because we have a full farmer, we don't actually need to be fencing all that big. I'm being offered 4 wood, though, team. So I don't have to build. I was not forced to build. So I think this is a super obvious 4 wood into build. I mean, I'm not growing this round. So yeah, a state worker is not happening, but 4 wood into builds is too obvious here. And now it's definitely 4. Now it's 4 stables. This is all the memes. Oh, it's definitely part memes. But hey, we have to explore how good the stable cards are or aren't. Okay, we're gonna make them work. Yeah, this 4 wood's too easy though. I'm a little surprised the table gave me this, but I guess Zach wants the well on renovate. Silver wanted the fishing food because, well, hunger. Yeah, okay. Tumbrel's not a meme. I think Tumbrel is actually, yeah. I mean, Tumbrel's going to be a shit ton of food here, and stable architect for our farm. Like, I don't know. Like, this is pretty good. I could have I have a stupid so bake coming up. Like, I don't know. This is fun. We did all this SP avoidance when we have 4 miners we want to play. I mean, I guess that's fair. We do need to play Tumbrel, Beer Keg, Harvest House. But... And Harvest House timing's pretty awful because I'm not playing any Ox. So, I mean, we could drop Harvest House, though, actually, right? We don't need Harvest House this game. At this point, we're probably just not playing Harvest House, but... I really just need to play Beer Keg and Tumbrel. Zizak has a trowel. Oh, Zizak is just going to reno straight to stone for Hawk Tower. None of this clay reno. He also has a patch caretaker, which I'm obviously a personal fan of. All right, it's time to get this room down. Clay reno gets him 6 food. Oh, that's true, though. Zizak does kind of want to... You're right. Zizak does kind of want the clay reno for interior decorator and then the stone reno. Huh. It'll be interesting what he actually does then, I guess. Maybe he... Why play Trowel, though? He plays Trowel just to get an Ock down? He is going to clay reno, and then he's going to stone reno rather than on the space. Whatever, I don't know. You guys will tell me what he's going to do. Am I ever building another room? I guess I can plow this space. So I stable like this. I plow here, maybe plow here, maybe like... Is this the most flexible, stable arrangement for me? Sure. Sure it is. Okay. Trowel is a reno action and a read. It's pretty good if you're not going to stone. Trowel is a wood for 3 food. Trowel just moves reno from 9 to 8. Why would you go through all that? Trowel just to renovate. Oh boy, deranged. No, I think you guys are right. Wow, plow driver for Zizak. Oh, gross. Okay, well, plow driver for Zizak is very good. Oh, from a clay house, it just costs a stone per. Duh. Okay, I also forgot that trowel... Wait a sec, everybody. I forgot that trowel lets you do this. He totally does the double reno. He has all the interior decorator food, and he has a 6-field plow driver. Good game, Zizak. Looking good for second place? Yeah, no, I agree. Zizak has this like already locked up now. This is just too good. I mean, well done him. Like, this is an awesome hand. But yeah, Hawk Tower, Plow Driver, Interior Decorator, very huge. Earthenware Potter is going to be pretty big for him. Yeah, it's pretty over. It's pretty over. I forgot the good half of trowel. I did forget the good half of trowel. From clay, you just pay a stone per. I don't know why. I always see people use it for the wood to stone. The auto wood to stone is expensive, but that's just what I seem to see other people just always do that. Like I don't know why. I don't see the clay part. Or again, I haven't played with all these new cards as much as I should, I guess, but. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, I think this is pretty much we're just hoping to get second. I think beating Zizak is very hopeful. Hey, we get another cord maker proc. We'll just take more grain. Cord maker, as usual, has been excellent. Okay. My game's still good. My game is good, but is it good enough? Maybe. I guess we'll find out. It's fun. I finally get action soon, and I have all my fields and crops kind of already done. I could start getting animals going here too. Actually, taking a pair of animals before growing looks really good for me, right? Getting animals going and hoping to get full farmer points eventually. Yeah, I'm offered a pair of boar here. I don't know how I turned down a pair of boar into grow. I'm getting all my farming going. I mean, my fences are slow. I should be taking 3 wood, but it's okay if my fences are slow. I have room to hold animals for a while. Let's get all this farming shit going. We're going to just grow with Tumbrel, and then we're going to beer keg for the last... We'll beer keg for the last 3 harvests of the game. Getting 6 points off beer keg's still plenty enough. Yeah. Cordmaker ideally will still provide us... Cordmaker ideally will trigger at least once or twice more this game and get us a veg or 2, so we never have to take that action. So, I mean, we've solved a lot of our problems, actually, right? We've already grown. We have food essentially figured out now going forward. We have fields and crops. We have stables and animals. If I plow, I can take a 2 veg action. That's true. Are sheep better than boar? You think 2 sheep will be harder to get between Little Stick and Riverine? Oh, that's an interesting argument, Sid. Wood looks tight. Wood is a bit tight. That's the thing. Gathering enough wood for fences is going to be a tricky part of my game and everybody else's. Because I suspect the little stick knitter wants to build and grow again. So then, yeah, I agree. There's not a ton of wood for fences. So passing on 3 wood here hurts a little, and I don't want to do it a lot, but... Let the wood times roll. Deranged, why? Why do you terrorize my chat like this? Okay. Renovation from White Wizard, that's fine. You think a 6-pig action has to be good? It's a 7-pig action. Or no, 6-pig, yeah, sorry, 6-pig action. But, look, I don't think, to be clear, Sid's not saying that the 6-pig action is bad. It was also a 6-sheep action, though, and I'm not going to have an easy time getting sheep later. Sid's correct that the sheep actually might be better here. Because little stick knitter does put extra pressure on the sheep stack. Like, Silver River almost certainly is just going to build and take 2 sheep here. Although, I guess after that, how often is Silver's food might get tough. I don't know. We'll see. I broadly agree that I think this is fine. Finally, a hearth for White Wizard. That makes sense. White Wizard not taking wood's a little interesting. I expect Zach. Yeah, Zach's gonna... Oh, Zach gets wood plus patch caretaker. Oh, gross. Zach's probably just gonna take wood plus another veg here. I love watching a good patch caretaker. Why does nobody SP this game? Was there no fighting for growth? There wasn't a lot. But yeah, being 4th seat the whole time is definitely a little annoying deranged, right? Nobody needs to start player, though. Zach doesn't care about start player because he's been doing teacher's desk, major minor stuff. Purple's SP'd a little to get some of their cards out. And then Silver River SP'd a little early, but just hasn't needed to again since. Everybody's been getting to just build and grow because of the little stick knitter changing things up. So yeah. Anyhow, yeah. I have to tumble here, I think. It depends a little on whether purple builds BMW. Yeah, that's true. This Riverine Shepherd could still get very annoying about the sheep pile. That's fair. Silver River played Bricklayer after Fireplace and Chop House? Yes, correct. And Silver River decided not to build and grow. So I'm wondering if there's I'm wondering if there's an SP clay supports coming in. This looks like clay supports now to me. I mean, I guess it could just be clay rooms. But I'm partly hoping for an SP because I'd like to not be last. Come on, Zach, do it. Wood plus a veg. Go for it, buddy. I mean, seriously, what else does Zach need to do to win this game? Take wood and then fence and have animals. I'm also pretty happy, like, just fencing 7 this game, right? Just two small pastures are fine for me. It could be hard to get enough wood, and if I just do 2 small pastures, I don't even have to play full farmer. It's probably okay if I don't get to do full farmer. I mean, the dream is to really pull off full farmer and stable architect and beer keg, though. That's tons of offboard ceiling with a pretty good farm. Whatever, we'll see. Come on, Silver River, SP clay supports. SP, I guess he's just gonna reno clay supports though. Boo. But SP, start player, start. Assuming they're playing logically, maybe they have clay supports. Correct. Yeah. Like my theory is they have a clay supports, but no real clue. But it is SP. Yes. I don't even think it really matters that much, but I like it. I will take 3 wood or plow. Don't really care which. Actually, I kind of prefer... No, I actually really want to plow and then do a massive sow next round, right? I really just want plow, massive sow. I will eventually SP beer keg. I'd love to SP beer keg in 11. Hope that growth flips in 12. Ooh, a rocky terrain. Okay. Okay, I see you. There's a stack of 3 sheep for me too, but plow is really good. This might give me 3 sheep. Yeah, 3 sheep is going to be on the offer. But I think I think I just want plow. You think keg was better than the tumbrel? I guess I already have enough grain. I should have just kegged this harvest. I need food for ox. I do, but that's part of why I tumbrel, right? I'm gonna get a bunch of food when I sow, like tons of food when I sow. I mean, this can't be that bad. I see your argument that beer keg down already is perhaps better, but I also, like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not sad about this. I'm doing my thing. Life is fine. Three sheep are going to get taken this round, but so be it. I'm going to plow. Wow, it is SP. This almost has to be clay supports. Wow, it's Reno Hearth. Nah, okay. I mean, it's going to be build and then grow, but okay. I think I actually prefer plow, but gosh, 3 wood is very good. I want to ock before sowing. Why do I want to ock before sowing? Oh, potato digger? Do I actually want a potato digger? I'm very unconvinced I want to play potato digger. I feel like I just use cord maker to buy a veg later. I mean, I can raw eat a grain here and get 2 veg off potato digger, but it just doesn't seem necessary. I think I'm just taking 3 wood or 3 sheep on the wheel, and then I'm going to sow bake. Anyhow, hi Gordon. Welcome to the nonsense. Having to spend an action to plow feels so bad somehow. It's it's normal. It's totally reasonable. Just because Zach has dark magics in order to plow. All right, the sheep go. It's pretty expected. And my cord maker. My cord maker. Will I get a cord maker veg? Maybe I should fit the potato digger in. Maybe I should fit the thing is. Zach's gonna get 5 wood and a veg this round. Yep. Good old patch caretaker abusing the wood. All right. There's our buddy Loki getting his treat. Clay hut builder for silver. Not even build and grow. This is crazy talk, right? Zach's. When does Zach's room come in? Oh, it comes in 12. But I don't like how silver's played this in particular, but whatever. I don't have to like it. Okay, do I raw grain for 2 veg? Raw grain for 2 veg. I bake. I bake 1 grain. I plant 4 grain fields. I think I am actually playing potato digger. I think I've warmed up to the idea that I should just raw eat a grain for potato digger and then sow bake. I think relying on cord maker for it is. Am I sure it's plant 4 grain? Yes, I am sure about its plant 4 grain. I'm absolutely positive it's plant 4 grain. Especially if I'm potato digging 2 veggies here. With beer keg, grain is just like sowing a veg is 1 point. Sowing grain is very. Oh, round 14 sow might be green. Oh, I see. Because it would clear again. You want me to plant veggies because they'd clear again. Yeah, I mean, that's mildly tempting, I guess. You're right. I'd have fields open again. I could sow one veggie at least. Sow 3 grain fields, one veggie. It's possible that's correct. It's a bit greedy, but maybe I should be a little greedy, huh? Oh, hey, Zizek didn't get 2 wood. The woodcutter is going to work. Okay. The wood fight is a lot, but Sid was right. Sid was right about what? I have a butter churn, the sheep were better. Oh, yeah, I also have a butter churn, yeah. So having the sheep pile is fun, but I mean, also I have lots of food now. Like, gosh, am I open to your argument that sowing one veg here and I have 9 grain, and then I hopefully get around 14 sow bacon, which isn't an all guaranteed, but it's possible. Sure. You don't think we are never eating animals, yeah. So you were right that I probably should have taken the sheep, but I also denied some of the board at the table. I don't know, like whatever. It's fine. All right. We SP a beer keg first action next round, and we pray to God growth flips. That's a hell of a lot of what's happening. I have very little to do besides also start like taking 2 wood actions going forward, which is ugly. The wood fight is I'm not going to get to fence much this game, but Gray's timing has been pretty off the last couple of rounds. Yes, for sure. I mean, that's why they're not rated that well, but I also kind of do need a clay action to be able to renovate. I just didn't think there'd be that much clay pressure, but what do I know? Everybody keeps taking clay. So sad to see the Harvest House not getting played. Yeah, it is. I mean, Harvest House is very strong, and I could have taken a different strong card, but it's fine. You were trying to work out who took all the wood. A lot of Zizak. The last couple rounds, it's been Zizak getting on the wood. You think Green's the guilty party? I did build 4 stables, so I got some of the only 4 wood actions this game. There's been no 6 wood action this game. Zizak goes journeyman bricklayer into pottery. That makes a ton of sense. It's very fun and good for him. There is a ton of clay injection. Oh wait, Silver built? Wait a second. Silver River actually built after Clay Hut? Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, sure. I thought for sure Silver River was setting up a double build now. I can't believe, but whatever. Can Purple build a room with 4 clay? Oh, wait. You're right. Wait a sec. They're already in clay. Why are they taking clay? Oh, because of Sculptor? Each time they use clay, they get a food? No, that makes no sense. Purple cannot build a room with 4 clay. I have no idea why Purple took that, but whatever. I am start playering, as discussed. I see no reason to not get our beer keg in play. Very important. And, yeah. We hope for growth. What else am I going to do? I'm going to plow if it comes back. I'm going to consider 2 wood. I'll definitely take 4 clay. 4 clay into Reno. Like, 4 clay, Reno, Pond Hut, maybe, is okay. Oh, also remember the other reason to take the huge sheep pile was Young Animal Market. We probably should have taken 3 sheep instead of, or taken the sheep instead of the pigs, everybody, but we didn't, so whatever. Little surprised Zizak didn't just fence 13. Zizak's a little slow on animals and ceiling, so like this is an interesting game still, but rip my fences, it was a good thought. We'll eventually get fences. We don't really need that many fences to be competitive this game. Like, we've mostly filled our farm anyhow. Stable Architect's still going to come for 4. We're probably not going to get a 4-point full farmer, right? Like, that was the dream. We were going to get a full 4-point full farmer on top of all this, but that's not happening. But, I mean, that's okay. We can live without that. Okay, we've offered plow again. But I don't really need to plow. It's just I thought plow would be more pressured. I am offered 2 wood. You think full farmer's probably dead? I agree. I think full farmer's dead, but I think that's okay. I think just aiming for like fence 7, 4 clay. No, I think it is 4 clay. Taking plow here is a little sad because if plow sow flips, I probably should just plow sow. Tumbrel works on plow sow, right? Yeah, so like plow sow is very nice next round if it flips. So yeah, I think I just get my Reno out of the way. I think a 1 wood might be required at some point. No. No. We're probably just trying to fence 7. It's going to come a bit late, but it's okay. I mean, everybody's fencing is going to be pretty late. Zach kind of should be done with wood at least. White Wizard should just be spamming 2 plus 1 wood, though. This is where woodcutter, as Lumen and I have argued, the best time for woodcutter is when it's hard to get 3 wood, but it's kind of easy to get 2 wood. That's when you want to just be spamming woodcutter. There's a stone oven chilling. I could take 3 stone for Reno stone oven. It's basically a 3-point play, because otherwise I'm renovating God knows what. And I have this extra clay, but is anybody gonna beat me to... It might be take this. It might just be take 3 stone here, actually. Continue just building up off-board points, because it's easier than me continuing to find on-board points. There's really not that... There's no reno pressure this game. Like, I don't need to get the renovation out of the way, because what's the... Yeah, what's the pressure? There isn't any. We're growing with a miner. That makes sense. You think if 4 wood is there and plow sow flips, you take 4 wood? I agree with that, but there won't be 4 wood. There'll be 3 wood, but like there's no 4 wood action going to be available. And we're still obviously just hoping for growth by quite a margin. I mean, honestly, we're hoping for growth enough. Is it ever right to SP and to grow? Probably not. I gotta take plow sow. It's still too good, I think. I think I do take 3 stone here, though. I think 3 points is good. Nobody else is... Well... Okay, the problem is White Wizard could stone oven on me. What happens if White Wizard stone ovens on me? It's actually really annoying. It just doesn't look like it makes a lick of sense. But it's hard to predict what the hell this is. The alternative is I do just like reno a pond hut, but God, paying a wood for a point doesn't actually seem like that much of a deal at the moment. 3 stone's fine, these actions suck. Okay. I guess it can turn into a reno eventually, is the alternative if it has to. Not that I want it to. I just want a reno stone oven, and I should be able to. I'm just, yeah. The fact that purple's not taking 2 wood plus a wood, well, it's actually 2 wood plus a wood food because of maintenance premium. A little surprised White Wizards, yeah, refusing to take it, but I shouldn't be that sad because now there's... Wow, Zach's going to take it, though, because patch Caretaker and just try to wood bully the table because the action sucks so much. I'm okay with this, though. I don't actually... Can Zach win this game by wood bullying us? When he doesn't have that many actions and he needs other points? I'm unconvinced that's going to do anything beyond make us all have less points, and I have the best path to finding points in other ways. We'll see. Little does he know that we have a secret empty farmer. Indeed. No, yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to get wood defense, but... Oh well. If plow so flips, I am going to have to consider 3 wood, though. I don't love that, but 3 wood might be better than plow so. But we're hoping the grow just flips and it's easy peasy. Definitely still need to play stable architect eventually. That's 4 points for us, which is good. Oh wow, Silver River took a beggar? That was unexpected. Silver River could have grown with a sheep market. Silver River must have played a clay pipe expecting to get food, but clay hut builder resources don't count. That's going to be my guess. Yeah, I'm guessing they miscalculated clay pipe. They thought they could grow clay pipe, but clay hut builder doesn't count for clay pipe because it's not during the work phase. Growth flips, so that's excellent. Growth flipping is huge for us compared to the alternative. Definitely have to snap off growth. I forgot about Zach getting a room and growing here. I mean, Zach probably is still winning here, especially as Zach gets these cows, which, like, ideally, purple takes the cows here, though. Purple has all these cards holding animals. Take the cows, purple. Take 2 cows. Do it. Yes, good. Good, good, good. I approve of that. I would like the 3 wood back, but nope, Zach is full-on wood bully. That is his plan to win. Having 2 really good stone cards late grow's pretty hard to beat. Yeah, I mean, he's very good. Wheel plow for Silver River, adding to the wood pressure. Excellent. I'm tempted to yell at Zach for not taking animals, and I take 2 sheep here. I throw 1 pig overboard. Am I ever actually fencing in time to have all these animals? I get grow again next round? Yes, I do get grow again next round. That part is true. Do I take the sheep? Do I just get my last plow? Or do I actually take a 2 wood action and suck it up that I might be needing to take wood? I might have to just take 3 wood next round, right, Sid? If I take 2 wood now, I open next round with the 3 wood space. I actually have the ability just to fence 7. Fencing 7 still matters a lot. We aren't considered Reno Stone Oven, not with this action. I'm not going to be spooked into purple Stone Oven stuff. That's not a concern of mine. I gotta focus on the other actions. The sheep are probably the best way to bully Zach's points. Can we actually beat Zach? Zach's getting kind of point capped, right? I mean, grows, plows, that's an easy 30. Starts taking a couple animals, but if we're not breeding animals, that's not helping. Although Zach might have the animal day labor card, which is why he keeps ignoring animals. Okay, let's think about that. How likely is it that he kept the animal day labor card? Fairly likely at this point, right? Because he keeps taking wood over taking animal stacks. And he has earthenware potter points. Duh, yeah, good call. Although that's going to kind of conflict with his pottery points. You think it's going to be hard to catch? I mean, I think you're right, but I also think I have 0 fear that gray or purple are in this game, right? So, like, I have an easy second place, even if I try. Like, I think I have to try to. I think I have to try for the win, and I think trying for the win involves messing with Zach. But the question is, does Zach have an animal out in the day labor card? Because if he does, I think 2 wood might be a better action for me. 2 wood maybe is just a better action for me. Just set up my 7 wood. Let's do it. Let's just set up my 7 wood for fences. Let's lock that in. Let's lock in the path to actually getting fences up. You think Zach just takes 2 wood, 1 veg and reply? Oh, yeah, I mean, for sure. The question is, like, how badly do I need that? But I think the answer is I need the wood worse than I need the sheep, yeah. So 3 more stone plus a grain for White Wizard. Now we're gonna reno stone oven, everybody. Now I don't know what White Wizard is doing with all those resources. Now I'm very afraid about the stone oven going away, and I really don't want to mess around with anything else. Zach does take the 2 sheep, so good call on him that he was going to get those back. I guess he's also going to get 2 boar next round, so it's still, yeah, I mean, it's looking very good for Zach. Still, wow, a late game market crier from Silver River. Throwing me grain is excellent. Throwing Zach grain is even better. That's unfortunate. This is very inefficient. 2 wood, 3 wood, fences 3. Actually, that's a good call, Sid. Wait a sec. I should not be taking 3 wood. Fencing 4 is fine. I'm taking the stone oven here. You have an inkling of what the stone is for? Stone oven's plan A? Well, whatever. I should just take the stone oven. I think you're right, though, Sid, actually. Now that you say that, I should bake 1, probably. Baking 1 should guarantee my food's good the rest of the game. Yeah, let's do that. I should just grow. You miscalculated 5 points. Yeah, but the important part here actually is 3 wood is not that good of an action for me, right? Full farmer though, full farmer's dead. Like we're never getting enough fences that full farmer is important, and I have enough other actions. Yeah, full farmer's off the team. So fencing 4 is actually enough for me, right? I shouldn't worry. I shouldn't worry about taking 3 wood next round. 3 wood is actually the inefficient part. I should just grow. Absolutely, I should just grow. Gift basket for Zach. Getting a grain off gift basket. That's sick. Very well done from him. Even with the market crier coming in here. Nobody's plowing this round. That's insane disrespect to the plow. But Zach is going to have a monster sow now too. So it's not worth overgrow. I agree. 3 wood's not super high priority. Correct. Yeah. Gray will plow. No. Correct. Gray's opening plow sow. Gray's setting up this big plow sow action. I'm a little surprised they're not plowing here though, right? Yeah, they should just plow. They probably should just plow. Plow's a 2-point action for them, but they're hungry. They're I don't know what, but I don't know. You think Gray growing without it surprise you? No, yeah, I think we're talking about this round. Silver River could just plow with this action and then open plow sow. I very much agree Silver River is plow sow into open next round. I think there's no doubt about that. Or there shouldn't be much doubt about that. I mean, Silver River's going to open plow sow. And they built a room. They're never growing without. I'll just take grow without to open next rounds. Be happy with that. The only thing is SP. Yeah, I agree about SPing for plow sow. I really want to SP for plow sow. The more I'm looking at it, I agree. With this coming off, I still need 1 more field. The sow is food for Tumbrel, and planting more grains got to be valuable. I'm going to take grow, but if SP comes back, I'm going to SP. I'm SP Nada, SP new purchase. I don't really care which, but I agree. SPing for the last plow sow of the game looks very good for me. So I'd like to do that. But I'm going to just take the grow. Getting the extra action, getting the 3 points, making it a little harder for Zach. Like, Zach will snap that. Well, I guess he has pigs as an alternative, but At this point, I probably have to accept Zach is beating me. I mean, Zach has a monster sow action that takes him to 39. He's gonna have this earthenware potter stuff. Nobody's gonna touch clay from here on out, presumably. So like Zach's pretty clearly on a path to low 50s probably. I'm not convinced I can do that, but oh well. I'm fairly happy about how I've played my game. I've done some mildly questionable stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna SP. I'll just SP new purchase. I could SP like Pond Hut or Butter Churn still, but then I can't fence, and I think I should be happy about just fencing 4. Think fencing 4 should make me happy. So Zach does take the pigs as expected. This is all fine. If Silver River start players, that's also totally fine by me actually. Don't really care much if Silver decides to SP. I mean, I guess they'd probably take Plow so, which make me a bit sad, but then I could just take Plow here. But now Silver's going to take Wood. This is fine. We will just play new purchase. It's free. And I still will just fence. Have all of one space fenced, but, you know, whatever. Okay, what else gets me points then? Fencing is points. Just taking a cow or a sheep are important actions at some point. Oh, yes, more clay. Yes, denies Zach clay. That's useful. Thank you. That's actually very handy. That continues to make Zach have slight point ceiling issues here, actually. Stable Architect. Yeah, we obviously have to play Stable Architect. Getting blocked on Stable Architect would be sad. I just don't think there's that much pressure on playing Ox, but it's definitely a thing that it's more than has. Yeah, it's more than probably. Stable Architect 100% has to be played. But is Purple going for a 4-point half timbered? Yes. Purple is going for half timbered. Purple's moves are bizarre. Yes. Purple's definitely going for half timbered at this point. That's obviously what's I think going on. Although they need more read then too. Like it's so ugly for them, but I guess they're whatever. They don't know what else to do, and that's fair. All right, Silver River's growing. That makes some sense. Plow is still available. It's crazy that Plow is just chilling, but I think I'm taking a cow or should I should just fence 4. Yeah, I should just make sure that I don't get fence blocked and I just get my fences out of the way. I think that's actually the thing I care about the most. I think it's fine. It's not that exciting, but this is what I did. Yeah, I'm gonna fence and then I can think. Plow might be good for me. I mean, Plow is just a 1-point action for me, right? If I'm opening Plow sow, Plow is, well, it might be more than 1 point because of the sowing. I see. The crops might make farmland a 2-point action, huh? Yeah, exactly, Sid. Good call. If Plow comes back to me, I'll definitely consider it. Although I can just take a guaranteed 2-point action in a cow that also mildly messes with Zach. I mean, Zach's probably taking the cow with this action. This still helps with animal grabbing. It's probably fine. The fencing had to happen eventually. Like, I mean, I should probably be action counting a little closer, but I guess I can always go for 2 sheep next round and then be able to play Young Animal Market. So maybe the cow's not actually that important. You'd play Stable Architect. You wouldn't have nerves to wait. I mean, I definitely got messed with the other day. Isn't Gray taking 1 sheep? Gray already grew on the regular space. I mean, Silver River is super hungry, so we could definitely discuss how Silver River's feeding here. Silver River played New Market. Silver River's taking the cow and eating the cow. Yeah. I guess I am just gonna plow. Looks like plow and clock time. We'll open plow sow still anyhow, but I agree. It looks like sowing more crops is good for me. So. Purple really wants the reed stack next round, which is going to interfere with the sheep pile. That part's a little annoying. Purple definitely wants reed into Reno half timbered. Purple might take Reed, Reno, Fence into Grow Half-Timbered House. That's also a line for purple, but they're going to use Riverine Shepherd. So I'm probably not getting 2 sheep, but whatever. I'll open Plow Sow. I'll take an animal on the wheel. I'll then play Stable Architect, even though everybody should know I have Stable Architect, and I could potentially get blocked on it. And, oh well. No difference between 1 and 2 sheep. There is a difference between 1 and 2 sheep. 2 sheep opens us up to play Young Animal Market. So I do care quite a bit, because 2 sheep is actually quite a bit better. So Zach's playing an Ock. Love to see it. Get your occupations out of the way. Don't. Let's not have another game where I built a game around an Ock and then never got to play it because I risked it too long. Yeah, Young Animal Market. Yeah, Young Animal Market changes it here a bit, but... Alright, so Zach's at 40. That's not a good sign. Zach can eventually build some stables. Zach has a nutrition expert. Okay, we've planted a ton of crops, but that nutrition expert doesn't look... That nutrition expert looks mostly like what nutrition expert often is. It looks mostly like a food play. It might be like... It might mostly be food in a point, is kind of what it looks like. Zach still has hidden earthenware potter points though here too, right? I'm assuming those don't show up yet. Yeah. Okay, Zach's definitely winning still, I think. Beer keg's so fun. Beer keg is fun, at least. We've had a fun game. We've made a weird looking farm. We've done things in a kind of a weird, funky order. We're gonna get like 10 food off of Tumbrel. We did stuff, but Zach gets grow here. Zach also gets grow here, and then takes 4 clay into earthenware potter. I have no chance of catching him, unfortunately. Yep, you're correct. It's over. This game is very over. But whatever. So Zach, as we've said, I mean, as others have pointed out, Zach had a very good combo. He's played it very well. Kudos to him. He assembled a very fun thing in the draft. He's been exploiting a lot of cards well. We've exploited some of our cards quite well, but we grew last. We made some decisions. It's possible we played our hand slightly wrong in various ways, and it's also possible that, you just lose sometimes. Joined late. Our purple and gray weak players are having weak games. A bit of both. He may 4 clay first. It's 1 more point than grow, and it's only contested if purple grows first action. I mean, purple's allowed to just block him on that space, but I get what you're saying, Ace of Spade. He's very likely to wheel grow without, so... Alright, so Zach is reorganizing and then figuring out how to nutrition expert here, I think is what's taking a little bit. Oh, he decides not to nutrition. New purchase. Am I buying a grain here? I didn't remember new purchase. Do I want to buy a grain? I guess I probably want to buy a grain. Buying a grain costs me 1 food at worst. Well, okay, what am I about to do? I'd like to sow a veg in 2 grain. So I'm going to sow a veg in 2 grain. I'm going to have 9 grain, of which I'm going to eat 3. So buying a grain only matters if I get thrown a grain. Oh, or I'm going to get thrown a grain from Cordmaker. So then what I really should do is I should probably not new purchase at all, and I shouldn't even sow a veg. I should probably buy a veg off Cordmaker and just plant. Oh, but I don't have 3 grain to plant. Look at this. And food-wise, if I buy a grain here and get a grain from Cord Maker. I'm at 3 food after plow, so I'm at 7 food. I need to plant, so then I'd still be hungry in the harvest. Yeah, I don't think I have the food for new purchase is my conclusion. So, oh well. Alright, whatever. We at least ran the math. I mean, I'm still going to end with a healthy amount of crop points, right? Like, we're going to be nearly maxed on crops. So Zach does Nutrition Expert. Oh, Nutrition Expert's only the start of the round, right? Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, wait. He played Nutrition for just 1 proc, even. I forgot we can't do it whenever, so, okay. Cool. Plow sowing. Definitely got a plow sow here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Get all of our lovely grain. Get our crops. Get our tumbrel. Boom, tumbrel. All right. Looks 1 off because I have to Ak. Yeah, it is irrelevant unless Silver River takes grain again. I have 9 grain, turn into 3, so I have 6. Yeah, but I'm going to get a Cord Maker grain. I think it's very likely I'm getting Cord Maker grain, although now White Wizard didn't take the read in order to do stuff, and I'm getting 2 sheep back probably, which is the dream. You forgot about Cord Maker. Yeah, I think the Cord Maker grain comes in very often, although again, suddenly White Wizard didn't take... I don't think White Wizard could afford to take wood there. Because he doesn't have the time to play Half-Timbered House, Renovate, and Fence. Yeah, this wood action doesn't make sense. But again, whatever. These things happen. But yeah, this is some poor planning here and there. But oh well. Zach does the safe thing, just grows. Correct, Ace of Spade. Yeah. But Sid was saying it was irrelevant, but it's not. The grain was not irrelevant. It turns out that it didn't matter because of the food. But I think Sid, yeah. But whatever. Again, it's all kind of a moot point. Sheep here, as we talked about, are too good for me to pass on because of Young Animal Market later. All right, block Zazak's clay. Block Zazak's clay. The new dream blocks. I guess Zach has cattle market too that he wants. Purple might catch me in round 16. That's true. Purple could catch me in round 16 with that half-timbered house stiff. I'm basically out of points. I'm very point capped. Hey! Now, yeah, okay. So there still are half-timbered housing. Obviously, I just take a free grain here. So Zach does take the 4 clay, which allows me to just block him on cow at least. I mean, blocking him on cow is a little risky because I still don't have my stable architect down, but I'm definitely just taking the cow now and throwing out Young Animal Market. I gotta continue pretending I can beat Zach, even though I don't think I actually can. I mean, Zach has 2 stable points coming in. That takes him to 48. He loses this, so he's back to 46, but he gains 5 from that. He breeds to 52. I am hoping to take cow, gets me to 44. I play stable architects 48. I get to 49 because of beer keg, but beer keg's only 1 point. I breed nothing. I'm going to barely lose this one, actually. So I really, I just don't think I can feel too bad about barely losing a game like this. I got to throw the sheep overboard. All right, stable architect's definitely the next action. I mean... Oh no, the half-timbered house doesn't even get played. Oh no. Yeah, this is why this wood action was wrong. He should have just gone. He should have just gone reed plus a sheep into reno fence into grow half-timbered house. But this is where planning can kill you sometimes. But yeah, having a 4-point half-timbered house just sitting in your hand sucks, but happens. Zach takes 2 more wood for stables. Yeah, that makes sense. That was about his only point move. But yeah, he's going to be at 52 or 53 now. I'm going to be at 49 or maybe 50. I think I'm getting to 50 actually, but... Feels fun to get a 50 with this hand though still. Like... Not getting to fully exploit our full farmer is definitely sad, but shocking how little plow pressure there is in late game. It's very weird that it's some weaker players not prioritizing things quite right, because it's definitely funky. We would have won with stallholder. I doubt it, but we should have fully committed to the stable nonsense. You're right. You're absolutely right. Should have fully committed to the stable craziness, but we didn't. So we didn't. I think a grain is a point for me. I guess plow is a point too. Wow, is plow coming back? I mean, Silver River should take it, but Silver has no food, so you have no backup on that. You just like stable memes. Yeah. All right, Zach's up to 49, breeds to 50, loses 2 but gains 5. Yeah, Zach's actually at 55. Okay, I miscounted him slightly. That's a problem. Hey, Zach, well done. Congrats. You do think the biggest problem with every card combo in Agricola is having half a combo? Yeah. 54, you think? That's fair. I didn't. You breed to 50, but then you breed to 50, but you lose 2 points on the pottery. So then you're at 48, but you get earthenware potter points 53. Oh, but now Market Crier just happened. Oh wow. Market Crier might have just given you a point, huh? Okay, and that's how you're back to 54. You breed 2. Oh, you're breeding 2. Dot. But now Market Crier just happened, so now you're back to 55. Yeah, Market Crier just gave you 55. Market Crier, I think, just gave me a point too. 1, 2, 3. These are my beer tables. See, I'm actually maxed on grain, so grain's no longer a point. Unfortunately, I am once again 1 food short, because otherwise I could play full farmer for a point, but I can't. So, sadly, I think we just got stuck with no points. Oh, but Plow's still here. Plow's a point. There she is. Yeah. Yeah, Crier gave both of us a point, and I found Plow. Okay. 51 for me. I mean, Zach obviously won, but this was a fun game. Whether Stable Architect is completely worth it, very questionable, especially, given how little we fenced and we had a full farmer. It's very possible that we should have just saved our wood to fence and done better full farmer things. But messing around with the Stable Architect Tumbrel was definitely very fun. So whatever. Got a pretty healthy beer keg here too. We still maxed grain and have 6 points off beer keg, plus a bunch of food from beer keg. Tumbrel and beer keg did mostly feed us, fed a little bit with the oven, obviously. It was a fun game. But Zach's game, very good. Very well done from him, obviously. This is sick stuff. I mean, again, being in position to just build the first room in round 5 is also just very sweet, though. That was some kindness that I would have preferred not happen, but getting 7 plows this game with 0 plow support is also pretty crazy. Nobody playing Plow Maker is pretty crazy. I mean, plow driver got played, but whatever the plow card was in the draft, nobody playing it's kind of wild. I guess there was some plow. I guess there was enough plow help that opened plows, but still, Silver River plowed once and Purple plowed twice. Like, there should be way more plow pressure than there was, but fun to get this many fields going too. But why did I not get Beer Keg up earlier? You thinking I might have it in play stage 2 when I sowed 2 fields around 4? So I don't play Beer Keg enough, but my opinion is most people Beer Keg too early, and it costs you grain points by the end of the game, or it just costs you other stuff. I didn't want to SP a lot of chat yell. So chat yelled at me a little, but I don't think Beer Keg getting up much earlier actually makes my game better. Like, I have even more bonus points, but then I feel like I have a lot of other awkward things going on. I'm just very unconvinced that early Beer Keg's actually that strong. Like, I still got 6 points off Beer Keg, and I've maxed my grain, and I got to play it. It allowed me to start player and to grow. Which, I mean, admittedly, this is a little bit of luck. This is, the only reason that I'm mildly close here is because grow flipped. But, like, can SP with it and grow earlier? So I could grow 1 round earlier, it turns out. So, but I was getting greedy already because it was clear you were in a very good spot, and I was hoping that White Wizard, being the somewhat weak player they were, was going to somehow mess up the growth queue and let me just grow without starting. Beer keg just for the food conversion. Yeah, I think the food conversion would have been fine. I think starting with beer keg earlier is reasonable. I don't think it's bad. But anyhow, yeah, Zach, basically the short answer is I got greedy in the mid game, hoping that purple wasn't going to SP and that I was just going to get third growth. But also because Little Stick Knitter got played, there was a little bit less pressure on actually forcing my way into the growth queue. And what happened was kind of what I predicted was I would get to just build and grow last without having to start player in order to get in the queue at all. So, I mean, I bought myself an action, and that action turned out to be 4 wood. So, like, instead of starting to grow, I got to take 4 wood and grow 1 round later, which, not the greatest compensation by any means, but taking the risk that purple wasn't going to start player and go for something else instead, and I was just going to grow third for free third or something was also just too tempting. So, whatever. I already felt behind by the mid game when you started revealing stuff and where I was, so I decided I was going to get a little greedy and hope to high roll some luck. And I mean, I had to get a little greedy in the mid game too, or like end game here to start player and hope growth flipped to have any chance. And still doesn't matter. I mean, you crushed the game, right? Like, but I also was correct that these two just weren't a threat to me. I had an easy second locked up. Gray called it in the mid game too that I had an easy second, and I mostly agreed with him. So I don't know. There's definitely other ways to have played my position. I'm unconvinced they lead to a different result, though. But maybe they would have. So 17 grain harvested. So we needed a lot of grain. But yeah, Chord Maker is very good. 7 grain from cards. Although, sorry, only 5 of that grain is Chord Maker. 2 of that's Market Crier. But yeah, 5 grain from Chord Maker. That's always nice. But anyhow, you wonder if I should have built on SP second move round 5. Sowing stage 2 also fine, but I was pretty sure I could just sow round 4. Yeah. I mean, that was obviously I sat there and we talked through it. We talked hard about should I have SP'd. We talked about if I should have just built in round 4 or been starting to build, but getting the 2 grain on the ground is just too much value there, and I think that was still true. Sowing stage 2 was fine, but it's still that much slower. Just getting it going there is so tempting, and because it did turn out to be late growth and there was a little stick knitter in front of me, like building first is a little annoying because then I feel compelled to start, like probably squat start player, or I choose not to in order to get the rest of my game set up, and I decided I should just get my game set up. And again, I scored a 51. I'm not that sad about it. It just, like, turns out you have a very strong game. You had some great combos, right? Teacher desk small trader. You had all these. You had Plow Driver, which is the best Stone House Ock, and then you also have Interior Decorator providing you 12 food with that, which is great, fun. And then you have a big Hawk Tower tat on top of that. I mean, I don't know. How much can I do about that? Maybe I could do a little. It's a little defeatist to say you're just always going to win this, but also, like, you're a very good player, and maybe the game can break my way, but it's a little hard to imagine how that's true. Kind of insane you got to grow first in round 7 growth game without taking SP at all. No SP from that game. You never took start player that game? Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But also, yeah, correct. I mean, like, admittedly, I guess the game has to be able to play out in different ways such that you don't just get handed an early first growth. But, like, again, it also was a very weird game with purple playing a super early sculptor and doing some stuff. I mean, they have a half timbered house in hand if you don't remember that. So, I mean, like, that's obviously what they were trying to aim for at the end and then still bungled it. But Silver River obviously messed up a few things this game too. And, like, whatever, these things happen. But it was a bit hard to know how to navigate it all, obviously. So. But yeah, things clearly worked well for you. So. Anyhow, yeah, that was a really cool game. Well done, Zach. Kudos on the win. Look at the draft. I can peek at the draft quick, but then I'm gonna head off and do some stuff. Your opening pack had to be wild, right? Because I wound up with the full farmer too, and then obviously wound up ditching full farmer. But you felt pretty good about it, but you made some weird choices. Yeah, so I mean, you have a full farmer in your pack, which is obviously lovely, but you decide to take plow driver, and you first pick teacher's desk, and then you actually get the hawk tower back. But how likely is it to get the hawk tower back? There's a wheel plow. There's a half timbered. God, that's a little risky taking plow driver and hoping hawk tower comes back. I don't agree that hawk tower should wheel. I don't think I agree with that. I mean, probably it does a decent amount of the time, but somebody else picking hawk tower instead of harvest house, instead of half timbered, like, definitely could have happened. I agree that that's what happened, but it's saying things should go and what actually happens, right? You're risking quite a bit, because if Hawk Tower doesn't come back, it means somebody else is fighting you for early reno, and that's can be really annoying for a plow driver game. Like, you're risking very annoying things happening. Plow driver's strong on its own. I'm not disputing that, but my point is, with Hawk Tower in the draft, it's definitely scary somebody else is going to get in your way. I'd be tempted from this pack just to, like, take teacher's desk full farmer and let other people do the reno fights. But I mean, it's scary because handing other people a reno game plan could definitely win too. So even if it doesn't wheel, plow driver, teacher desk are strong. Plow driver, teacher desk are strong. I'm not, look, guys, I'm not arguing that, like, his picks are reasonable, but it's just a little spooky. I'm not actually sure I do the same thing he does, but I mean, he ends up winning because of it, so maybe it's the right move, right? But it's definitely a little scary to take plow driver and pass a hawk tower and then watch an early reno fight happen. Teacher's desk full farmer, hand hawk tower, plow driver to gray. Yeah, sure. I'm handing good stuff to somebody regardless, right? Like, I'm going to be handing some very good cards to other players regardless of what I do here, so. But, I mean, whatever. Teacher's desk plow driver is very defensible, and wheeling hawk tower, though, is just very nice. But it does happen, so. But yeah, that pack's nutty. That pack was nutty. Patch Caretaker Asparagus gift. Look at that. A man after my own heart with the Patch Caretaker. Yeah, with teacher's desk though. Teacher's desk obviously makes it, like, almost everything playable. And what else would you want to play here? I mean, maybe the animal catcher. The animal catcher would have been reasonable for you. As for the miners, yeah, I mean, asparagus gift, just take some crops here. I think it's fine. The trowel was obviously big. Earthenware potter was big. Wow, you get interior decorator back. Okay. Earthenware potter is definitely a little greedy. The small trader with the teacher's desk is pretty obvious. I nearly took the forest well. Forest well, very good. All that makes sense. We get the hawk tower back. Take the nutrition just in dream worlds, basically. Journeyman bricklayer for a bit of instant stone. Yeah, all this is fine. This pick felt bad. Journeyman you like with teachers, but you wield it. Yeah. And we do get the interior decorator back, yeah. And gift basket. Yeah. Nicely done. Yeah. Cool game. Great draft, obviously. You have a very good synergistic hand. So having having this teacher's desk plus small trader to kind of fuel the early food, and then having this interior decorator, hawk tower, trowel, plow driver. really sweet. Stuff came together. You played it well. Good stuff. All right. I'm gonna head off. I'll see everybody around. Not sure when I'll be streaming next. Probably, I actually don't know, but whatever. Thanks for the game, everybody. Well done, Zach. Kudos on the win. See everybody around. Bye.